San Jose State Spartans, and anticipation has been high all week for this one. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So New Mexico's offense will have the first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
The Lobos look to keep this drive humming. Rides to back and leaves it. Quick spin on the run. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Lobos back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Lobos trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, New Mexico!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score New Mexico 7, San Jose State 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So San Jose State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Finds his man. It's Riley. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
New Mexico 7, San Jose State 0.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
And the Spartans have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Finds his man, it's Riley. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a great job by the offensive line moving to the unblocked defender and giving their quarterback a beautiful pocket to throw to there.
And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. He's stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice throw, nice catch. You know, I like when you work that slot and you throw that slant to him. It's an easier throw than throwing to a guy way out wide. A lot of times I find that matchup I want in the slot and I go attack it.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the top.
For the extra point.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Turns it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They try to pop a run on the draw. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Second down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Lobos with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Key. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
He's tackled.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
First down here for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McKinney. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Lobos!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half, with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Spartans are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
First down for the offense.
The Spartans with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Coleman. That should be the final play of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in San Jose than you have? A captivating game so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at SEFCU Stadium.
The Lobos will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
First down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man in the middle. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
And the Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Riley. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Spartans have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Plucks it out of the air. Oh, the ball's on the ground. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on third down. They made a big one there.
The Spartans line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Pulls it in, it's Buckley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
After that last completion, it's second down. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got a first and 10 at the 34. They'll try the run. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
At the 35-yard line. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
And the Lobos will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. And they've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and we'll see what they do to finish off this drive.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Riley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Got it in the middle. It's Riley. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, San Jose State. Nice catch Extra point here will tie the game.
For the extra point.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Keith. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Johnson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Buckley. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I think you got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. Just feeds the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Gets the back moving. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We got to take some shots and put some pressure on the defense.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. Finds his big tight end. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Oh, he makes the catch. Fights off a defender. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
First down for the offense.